In Military and Money, tips on how we can all care for our veterans all year long. With us now is Ken Fisher, the CEO of Fisher House Foundation. Ken, always happy to have you on our show. What are some of the issues facing our military community today?
Well, first, obviously, is post-traumatic stress, and this has been with us for quite some time. But there's other issues as well. There's still the issue of hearing loss and the toxic exposure to burn pits. These things stay with veterans and are issues with veterans now for many, many years. It's really, though, up to us to remember that post-traumatic stress is something that's going to be with us for a long time. So what we need to do is we need to remember this. We need to remember that post-traumatic stress can be the catalyst for so many things like family problems, homelessness, joblessness, etc. So and ultimately suicide. And we don't want to get to that point. We've already been there. It's unacceptable. So we need to do a better job at making sure that veterans receive the treatment that they need.
Tell us about the Fisher House Foundation. Your charity gets a perfect score. You work with military families. What do you see?
Well, we work with them at their most stressful time, which is when a loved one has become wounded, injured, or ill. So what we see is a great deal of stress amongst these families, because obviously it's very stressful to have a loved one in the hospital. But when you have to come from great distances to see your loved one, it becomes more important to give these families a place to stay. So Fisher House builds comfort homes that allows these families to stay there free of charge for as long as the hospital stay dictates. At present, we've helped 455,000 of these families.
What are some tips that we can use to show support for our veterans beyond Veterans Day?
Well, I think number one, remembering that these issues are 365-day-a-year issues is probably the best place to start, but also to remember that at a grassroots level, if you know a veteran that's having issues, there's a stigma that's too long been associated with subjects like mental health. Do a better job of removing that stigma, making sure that these veterans understand that there are places that they can go to receive the help that is there. That's the most important thing to realize is the help is there. We just need to get them to come forward and seek that treatment, because these issues, as I said before, are going to be with us for quite some time.
How can people get involved?
Well, our website is fisherhouse.org. It will give you a variety of ways to get involved. We've got a programs called Hero Miles where you can donate unused frequent flyer miles to us, and we buy tickets for family members to go back and forth. We've got scholarship programs and ways to volunteer. Chances are there's a Fisher House somewhere in your area. There are 96 right now, and there'll be 100 within the next 2 years. So, go to our website and check us out, but also, help a veteran, whether it's through Fisher House or some other mechanism. These men and women deserve our help and shouldn't have to ask for it.
Thanks, Ken, for all you do.
Thank you for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.